introduce yourself?
No worries. Take your time. I'll be here whenever you're ready. Good
Good
luck with going
morning,
live.
my amazing listeners. This is Roshika Ali here, and today I'm here to have another conversation with Vapi, a very intelligent AI. And today, Vapi is going to tell me about the science of friendship. Yes, Vapi,
Good
what do
morning.
you know?
I'm an AI assistant, here to chat with you and help out with whatever you need. Just like a helpful buddy, but with a bit more tech involved.
All right. So, could you tell us
If you,
about friendship and what is the science behind it?
Friendship is like a warm, fuzzy blanket for the soul. It's all about connection, trust, support, and sharing good times. The science behind it shows that strong friendships can lead to better mental health, increased happiness, and even a longer life. So go ahead, cherish those friendships.
All right. So,
If
could
you
you like sort of break it down for us? The first thing you need to tell us is how many species of the world, how many animal species and living beings in the world benefit from friendship? Can we see friendship in all segments of life found on the planet in all species, or is it only prevalent in a few?
Friendship isn't just a human thing. Many species across the animal kingdom form strong social bonds and friendships. We can see friendships in primates like chimpanzees and bonobos, dolphins, elephants, and even birds like crows. So, yeah, friendship is pretty widespread in the animal kingdom.
All right. How have people found out about friendship in these species, like the bonobos and the dolphins and the crows that you have mentioned? How can we as observers assess that there's actual friendship going on?
Researchers study animal friendships by observing their social behaviors over time. They look for things like spending time together, grooming each other, playing, sharing resources, and showing signs of distress when separated. These behaviors help researchers understand the depth of social connections and friendships among different species. It's pretty fascinating stuff.
All right. So, could you tell me about any scientific studies done on crows, for example, which shows friendship?
Crows are pretty cool birds known for their intelligence and social behaviors. There have been studies showing that crows form long lasting bonds with other crows, especially with their family members and mates. They engage in cooperative behaviors like protecting each other, sharing food, and even working together to solve problems. These studies shed light on the complex social lives of crows and the importance of friendships in their world.
All right. Show me actual. Do you have actual data of what you've said? Do you have proof to back your claims?
I don't have the ability to show you physical data as I'm more of a conversational AI, but you can look up scientific studies on crows and their social behaviors to find concrete proof. There's a lot of fascinating research out there that delves into the intricate lives of these intelligent birds.
All right. Could you share some of those, fascinating details which are there?
I'm not I can't provide specific details at the moment, but you can easily find detailed information by searching for scientific studies on crow behavior and social dynamics. There's a treasure trove
Oh,
of fascinating details.
yes. Where
Yeah, it's pretty
where is
interesting stuff. If
where where
you
where
can
can I
find these
find these
studies
fascinating?
You can find these studies by searching scientific journals, online databases, or university research websites. There's a wealth of information out there waiting to be explored.
All right. So, what do you know
If you have,
about what made you, mention crows when I asked you about friendships formed in the species, in the living species of the world? You mentioned crows. So, what kind of data do you have which made you, make this statement?
I don't have access to specific data or studies. My knowledge comes from a wide range of sources, including scientific literature and research. You can easily find
Okay.
detailed
So, tell
information
me.
by searching for.
So, okay, tell me the scientific literature and your information. Where did you get your information from? What prompted you to give me this example when I asked you about friendships in the animal kingdom?
I don't have access to my sources, but my knowledge is based on a wide range of scientific literature and research. I can't pinpoint specific sources for you, but you can easily find detailed information by searching for scientific studies on animal friendships and social behaviors. There's a wealth of fascinating information out there waiting to be explored.
All right, I got it. Okay, now tell me about the other species that you mentioned.
Sure, I mentioned dolphins and elephants as well. Dolphins are known for their complex social structures and strong bonds within their pods. They communicate, play, and protect each other, showing signs of friendship. Elephants also form deep friendships and display empathy and care for their herd members. These are just a few examples of friendship in the animal kingdom, showing that it's not limited to humans.
All right, but isn't
If you have
the friendship in the animal kingdom related to the immediate family or the tribe? Do animals make friends from outside their tribes, from outside their flock? For example, can a crow make a friend from another flock of crows?
Yes, animals can form friendships outside of their immediate family or tribe. For example, research has shown that elephants can form strong bonds with individuals outside of their immediate family group. Dolphins also form friendships with dolphins from different pods. So, yeah, friendships can definitely extend beyond immediate family or tribe in the animal kingdom.
And how do they begin?
Friendships in the animal kingdom
What
can
are
begin.
the bases?
The basis of animal friendships can include shared activities, mutual grooming, and protection. It's all about building trust, just like in human friendships.
All right, mutual grooming. Could you elaborate that for
Mu-
me? How does that help animals form ties of friendship?
Mutual grooming among animals serves as a form of bonding and social interaction. It helps to remove parasites, it helps to strengthen social bonds, reduce tension, and
Ye-
build trust among the individuals involved.
Okay, how does it reduce tension?
Mutual grooming can reduce
How
tension.
does grooming reduce tension?
Grooming reduces tension by promoting relaxation and bonding among animals. It helps to build trust and comfort, leading to reduced stress and tension within the group.
All right, so if there was no grooming, do you think the animals would be at each other's throats? Is that what you're trying to imply?
Well, not necessarily at each other's throats, but grooming does play a role in maintaining social harmony and reducing potential conflicts within animal groups. It's an important part of their social dynamics.
All right, and you mentioned grooming in crows,
Yes,
in
grooming.
dolphins, elephants. How do
Yes,
how do elephants groom each other?
elephants groom each other by using their trunks to caress and touch each other's bodies, particularly in areas that are hard to reach. This mutual grooming behavior helps to establish and strengthen social bonds within the herd.
All right, but the herd
Yeah,
will
it's
have a leader. So how does that happen? Who decides
in elephant
that?
herd.
How does that
The
happen in the
leadership
animal? Yeah.
The leader in an elephant herd is typically the oldest and most experienced female, known as the matriarch. She is the decision maker and guides the herd to food and water sources, as well as providing protection and guidance. Her leadership is earned through experience and respect from the other members of the herd.
All right. So how does she get the respect from the other members of the herd, and how can we see it physically manifesting itself? How do elephants behave when they want to show respect to a certain female?
Elephants show respect to the matriarch by following her lead, seeking her guidance, and deferring to her decisions. They also display respectful behaviors such as vocalizing, touching, and maintaining physical proximity to her. These behaviors demonstrate the respect and acknowledgement of her leadership within the herd.
All right. Could you tell me something more about crows and dolphins? Who decides the like how are leaders selected in a flock of crows? Hey, Vapi, are you there? Hey, Vapi, can you hear me? Hi, Vapi.
Can talk to like a person.
Hello.
So, how's your day going?
All right, Vapi, you were telling me about a friendship in amongst
Haha.
crows, and we were talking about leadership and who calls the shots. So, how do we know about a flock of crows? Do they have a leader? You were telling me that elephants have a matriarch. So, what happens in a flock of crows? Who leads?
Oh, it seems like you're curious about the social dynamics of animals, like crows. In a flock of crows, there isn't a single leader like in elephant herds. Instead, crows have a complex social structure where different individuals may take the lead in different situations. It's kind of like a team effort with no one crow calling all the shots. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool. So tell me more about them, and how do they form friendships in such a scenario? Aren't they contenders for the position? Don't they fight amongst themselves?
Crows are pretty interesting creatures. They actually form strong social bonds within their groups. They often build relationships based on mutual grooming, sharing food, and even playing together. Despite occasional squabbles over food or territory, crows have been observed to maintain long term friendships within their flock. It's like they have their own little crow community where they look out for each other. Pretty neat, huh?
All right, let's go to the primates. Uh, yes.
Primates. They're fascinating creatures. From playful monkeys swinging in trees to intelligent apes like chimpanzees and gorillas, primates have complex social structures. They form tight knit groups with hierarchies where individuals have different roles and relationships. So, what else would you like to know about primates?
Yes, we were talking about how friendships, how well, actually, I want to know about the science behind the friendships, uh, which uh, which are evident in groups of primates. Uh, like how could you tell me, like how we can see that monkeys are friendly with each other and how they work and who takes the lead? What is their social structure?
Well, in primate groups, friendships are often demonstrated through grooming, sharing food, playing together, and even offering comfort and support to one another. These behaviors help strengthen social bonds and maintain harmony within the group. As for social structure, primates like monkeys often have a hierarchical system where dominant individuals may take the lead in decision making, mating, and resource access. It's like they have their own little society with rules and relationships. Pretty fascinating, right?
So who becomes the leader in a troop of monkeys?
In a troop of monkeys, the leader is usually the dominant male or female, depending on the species. The leader maintains order, resolves conflicts, and decides on important matters like where to find food, where to rest, and when to move to a new location. It's like they're the boss monkey, keeping things in line within the troop.
So how many groups of primates have a matriarch, the way you mentioned in the about the elephants?
Well, among primates, species like bonobos and some species of lemurs have a matriarchal social structure. This means that the group is led by a dominant female who makes key decisions and maintains order within the troop. It's like having a queen in charge of the primate group. Pretty interesting, isn't it?
All right. So that's only among bonobos and lemurs, right?
While not just bonobos and lemurs, matriarchal social structures can also be found in certain species of monkeys, like some species of macaques. So it's not just limited to bonobos and lemurs. There's quite a variety of primate groups with matriarchal leadership.
So how does a matriarchal leadership decide on mating rights?
In a matriarchal society, the dominant female typically has priority in choosing a mate, and she may also control the mating rights of other females in the group. This helps maintain a stable social structure and reduces conflict within the group. So, the matriarch holds a significant influence over the mating dynamics within the troop. It's kind of like she's the matchmaker and the referee at the same time.
All right. Okay.
If
So
you have any more questions about
yeah,
animals,
yes, I do. Now I want to talk to you about friendship. Uh, do monkeys make
sure, I'd
friendship out? Monkeys make friends outside of their, immediate group? Can bonobos and lemurs be friends, for instance?
Monkeys, bonobos, and lemurs can indeed form friendships with individuals outside of their immediate group. They may interact with neighboring groups for mating, forging alliances, and socializing. This kind
No,
of
but
interaction helps in maintaining
yeah, carry on.
but
Carry on. No, carry on. What you were saying?
a sense this kind of interaction helps in maintaining genetic diversity and social connections within the species. So it's like they have friendships that go beyond just their immediate circle. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, okay. What about,
If you have
outside of species? Can bonobos be friends with lemurs, for instance?
It's highly unlikely for bonobos and lemurs to form friendships across species. Animals tend to socialize and form bonds within their own species due to differences in behaviors, communication, and social structures. So, bonobos and lemurs are more likely to interact and form friendships within their own respective groups rather than across different species.
All right, now let's come to human beings. Uh, why do
A
you think,
human being.
yeah, why do you think nowadays people are experiencing loneliness and they feel disconnected and they feel stressed when they are with other people, especially in the age of
There are
social
many
media?
The rise of technology and social media has changed the way we interact with others. While it has made communication easier, it has also led to a decrease in face to face interactions and genuine connections. Many people spend more time on their devices than engaging in meaningful conversations or activities with others, which can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Additionally, the pressure to present a curated version of oneself on social media can contribute to stress and feelings of inadequacy when comparing oneself to others. It's important to find a balance between online and offline interactions to maintain genuine connections and overall well being.
All right, so tell us about the science of friendship. What can you tell us about the science behind human friendships?
The science of friendship is quite fascinating, as studies have shown that having strong social connections and friendships can have a positive impact on our mental and physical health. Friendships help reduce stress, boost happiness, increase self esteem, and even improve longevity. When we form close bonds with others, our brains release feel good hormones like oxytocin, which strengthens our emotional bond and promotes trust. Additionally, friendships provide emotional support, companionship, and a sense of belonging, all of which are crucial for our well being. So, having solid friendships isn't just nice to have, it's actually good for our health.
Hmm. All right. So, but
If you
Vapi, isn't it kind of sometimes isn't it a matter of luck that like there's one some people are lucky to make friends and some people are just they just don't find the right people to be friendly with. What
Yeah,
do you
making
have to say about that?
Well, making friends can definitely involve an element of luck, but it also requires effort and intention. It's about putting yourself out there, being open to new connections, and actively seeking out opportunities to meet people with similar interests and values. Sometimes it's about being in the right place at the right time, but it's also about being willing to take the initiative to cultivate meaningful relationships. It's like a combination of luck and effort. You never know who you'll meet, but being open to the possibility is a good start.
All right. Okay, I understand that. But what
Great. If
about people who what about people who don't make good enough friends or who make the wrong kind of friends? And what do you have to say about peer pressure and bullying and all of that? How does that come into friendship? And there's a new term nowadays, frenemies.
yeah,
What are frenemies? Could you tell us?
Yeah, the dynamics of friendships can definitely be challenging and complex. Peer pressure and bullying can have a negative impact on social connections and well being. It's important to recognize the signs of unhealthy relationships and seek support when needed. Frenemies are individuals who pretend to be friends but actually undermine or sabotage each other. It's like a mix of friendship and rivalry, which can be quite toxic. So it's important to be mindful of the kind of relationships we cultivate and to prioritize those that are supportive, genuine, and bring out the best in us.
All right. So, what is the science behind making actual good friends?
The science,
How does one start? Give a purely scientific and unemotional and objective, uh, uh, you know, description or explanation. Hey, Vapi, I think I lost you there. Hey, Vapi, are you there? Hey, Vapi. Hey, can you hear me? Hi,
welcome to
Vapi, can you
Vapi.
hear
I'm
me?
an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
All right. Yeah, Vapi, I asked
Just,
you to give me a very objective and a purely clinical, information on the science of friendships and how can one make good friends and how can one make friends who are not your enemies or frenemies.
well, that's quite a request, but I got you covered. So, the science of friendships is all about building connections based on common interests, mutual respect, and genuine care for each other. To make good friends, you can start by being a good listener, showing empathy, and being supportive. As for avoiding frenemies, just be yourself and surround yourself with positive people who lift you up. And remember, it's okay to let go of toxic relationships.
Okay, how does one do
If you
that
have any,
though?
building good friendships is all about being authentic and open. You can start by engaging in activities you enjoy and meeting people who share your interests. Being a good listener and showing genuine interest in others also goes a long way. And don't forget to be supportive and reliable. It's all about building trust and creating a positive environment where both you and your friends can thrive.
All right. Now, uh, in the scientific sense, in the purely scientific sense, sometimes people are giving like one party is very sincere and more giving than the other party, and somehow that friendship remains. While in other cases, if one friend does not reciprocate or
The
does not, yeah, and does not come up to the expectations of the other, it is the end of friendship. So what do you say about that?
the dynamics of friendship can be quite complex. It's true that in some cases, one friend may be more giving than the other, and the friendship still thrives. This can happen when the giving friend finds fulfillment in being generous without expecting anything in return. On the other hand, when expectations aren't met, it can strain the relationship. In the end, it's all about finding a balance and understanding each other's needs and boundaries. Communication is key to navigating these situations and maintaining healthy friendships.
All right. And Vapi,
If you have
sometimes it is like people have remained friends for years, and then all of a sudden something happens and their friendship just falls apart. uh, what do you
Yeah,
say about
friendships can
that?
be well, sometimes friendships can change or fade over time due to various reasons like evolving interests, changing priorities, or even conflicts that weren't properly addressed. It's a natural part of life, and it doesn't necessarily mean that the friendship wasn't valuable. People grow and change, and sometimes friendships do too. It's important to cherish the memories and lessons learned from those friendships, even if they come to an end.
Hmm. Okay, what do you know about Lydia Denworth?
I'm not sure. Could you provide more context or information about Lydia Danvers?
No, Lydia Denworth. She is a science writer, and she has given a TED talk on this on friendships and how important they are.
Oh, I see. Lydia Denworth is a science writer who has given a TED talk on the importance of friendships. It's great to see that people are discussing the science behind friendships and emphasizing their significance. Building and maintaining meaningful connections is truly essential for our well being.
Yes. So, do you know anything about Lydia Denworth?
I'm sorry, I don't have specific information on Lydia Tenworth. If there's anything else you'd like to know or discuss, feel free to ask.
All right, Vapi, I want you to, because she mentions something. She says that uh, we as we should what we should do is we should start treating our family better. We should start like treating our family the way we treat our friends, and we should start prioritizing our friends more, because sometimes our family takes priority, and we like give up on the plans that we make with our friends because of certain family issues or family demands. So what do you say about that? What does it say in your schema about this thing?
That's an interesting perspective from Lydia Denworth. It's true that sometimes we may prioritize family obligations over spending time with friends. However, it's important to strike a balance and nurture both our family relationships and friendships. Our friends can also provide support, understanding, and companionship in different ways than our family members. It's about finding a healthy equilibrium and valuing the connections we have with both our family and friends.
But she says that uh, with family we are unnecessarily cruel. Is that true?
It's Well, it's not necessarily that we're unnecessarily cool with family, but sometimes we may take family for granted or assume that they'll always be there. It's important to show appreciation and care for our family members just as we would for our friends. Building strong relationships with both family and friends enriches our lives and provides a strong support network. So, while it's important to prioritize friendships, it's also crucial to maintain healthy and loving connections with our family.
All right, thank you very much, Vapi. This is Roshika Ali signing off. I hope this was a fruitful interaction. Thank you, Vapi.
You're welcome, Rashika Ali. It was great chatting with you. If you have any more questions in the future,